680 business editor Richard Southern joins us. And Richard, many Canadians are outraged by U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs. And you're looking at the many products we may not even realize are made here in Canada.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of people, let's say they want to do a boycott of U.S. consumer products. So how hard or easy is it to buy Canadian? As you say, these are a list of products made in Canada. Ketchup. French's makes its ketchup in Leamington, Ontario. Remember, there was a big thing about that a year ago. Yeah. Whiskey. Let's get to the important stuff, Melissa. Wiser's Crown Royal. This is all made in Windsor by Corbeil Whiskey and Wines. Candy, a lot of that is made here. Nestle makes Coffee Crisp, Kit Kat, and Smarties in the Toronto area. Mars makes Maltesers and Milky Way in Newmarket. Ferrero Rocher makes its candy in Brantford. Toilet paper, Cascades, big Canadian paper company, they make that in the GTA as well. Yogurt, Liberté makes that from a dairy in Quebec, and that's manufactured in the Quebec region. Cars and trucks, of course, we know very important to the Ontario economy. Dodge Grand Caravan, Chrysler Pacifica in Windsor. The Edge, the Flex for Ford comes out of Oakville. The Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra made in Oshawa, just to name a few. Lottery tickets. Most of those scratch-offs we buy, they're made by Pollard Banknote in Winnipeg. But you know, Melissa, Canada accepts some 18% of U.S. exports, so we do have a lot of U.S. goods on the store shelves, but those are some you could buy if you do want to buy Canadian.
It's interesting, too, going to the grocery store, how many people are looking through those products right now to see where does it come from?
Yeah, and it's tough in the grocery store. You know, avocados, of course, they're coming from California. You got to really keep your eye on where they're coming from if that's something you want to do.
All right, gamblers are rushing to put their money down on Donald Trump's chances of winning the Nobel Peace Prize. After his summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Is it going to happen?
Well, the odds went way down after this handshake. Trump's odds now at Ladbrokes, the big UK betting house, 6-4. That's odds on. I mean, you have to bet $6 to win 4. William Hill, another big betting shop, there's 7-4 odds that Trump takes home the Nobel Peace Prize. As far as who's going to win the election in 2020, Trump's the favorite right now, 7-4, followed by Bernie Sanders, a 12-1 shot, and Joe Biden, 16-1. You think he'd tweet about it, Melissa, if he won the Nobel Peace Prize?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Do you think Trump would tweet about it if he won the Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah, and I'm wondering, what would his acceptance speech be like? High ratings for that one.
I'm sure.
Royal Bank is planning to close some branches and cut up to 500 jobs.
Yeah, RBC says it plans to reduce the total square footage of its branch network by 20% over the next 5 years, a move that it says will put 400 to 500 workers out of a job. Royal is doing this, and a lot of banks are reducing their branch network because more people are doing banking online, on their mobile apps, on their computer, and not visiting a bank as much. Fact of the matter is, though, earnings extremely good at Royal. In the last 3 months, the bank made a profit of $2.98 billion. So some people are still taken aback when they make that much money, and yet they announce job cuts. But there you go, Melissa.
Thanks for that one. And cannabis stocks, they were smoking hot on Bay Street after the House of Commons accepted most, but not all, of the Senate amendments to the bill that will legalize marijuana.
That's right. The Trudeau Liberals, they're fighting some of those Senate amendments to the bill. Among the things they're fighting is the Senate plan to give the provinces the power to ban home cultivation. The government argues it's very important to permit Canadians to grow pot at home in order to fight the illegal market. Liberals also say they won't support amendments aimed at banning the sale of marijuana-based swag like T-shirts. The Senate now has this bill again. If they accept it as is, it could become law by the end of the week. We'll see what happens. They may want to continue fighting this, and then it ping-pongs between the House and the Senate. But as you say, marijuana stocks, they were up today. The Street feeling confident we are going to see legalization soon.
Keeping an eye on all that timing there. Okay, so we're in a busy newsroom right now. Everyone is hard at work, but they could just stop it all right now because research finds that being a slacker at work can actually make you better at your job. So take a break, everybody.
All right. Well, Talbot already is. He doesn't need to hear this. But, you know, for the rest of us, this is good news. Take a long lunch break, they say, Melissa. Employees that take their full lunch break, they score higher on job satisfaction and efficiency. Decline some meeting invites. Attending too many meetings can directly impact your work satisfaction. Maybe think about adopting a work uniform. Wearing repeat outfits can simplify your day. Works for the likes of Mark Zuckerberg.
Totally.
Scroll through social media. It gives your brain a rest. They say it can build career bridges. Just make sure you're not violating any work policies. And I love this last one, Melissa. Turn up the tunes. Workers who listen to music finish their tasks faster and better than those who didn't. Pump the jams. They say you got to listen to the right music. Anything too complex won't help you work.
Whistle while you work, I guess.